Hello, hello, hello. We are live. I got viewers already. Need to fix a couple things about the chat. Yo, what up? All right. What's up? What's up? Need to find a way to organize the thing a little better. Let me resize Ableton. You guys can hear me, right? Yes, you can. You guys can see me and hear me all right. Yeah? Can you please let me know in the chat? Yes, it is. It is gonna stay after I finish. I'm also gonna maybe record it because I'm streaming at 720p now, but I'm gonna record it so that we can have the live stream at 1080. Do it if it's working. Is it working? Not. Why are you not? All right. Well, now it is. All right, guys. What is up, fam? Today's a good day for me because I just released my new pack on standalonemusic.com, which is called Futura, which is a future rave Serum expansion. By the way, I hope you're liking my very I'm gonna say very subtle outfit. So yeah, fun outfit. I really like this thing. It's hot in here though. Wow. When are new melodic techno sound coming out? I don't know, man. That pack took forever for me to make. I'm talking like 2 or 3 months. So yeah, that was a lot of effort. It did pretty well. It was also like a lot of producer really liked it. A lot of big producer really liked it as well. So I'm definitely gonna do a volume 2, but yeah, it's gonna take a while. But today is all about Future Rave, and yeah, let me see if this whole thing works. This I don't understand why it's not working. Because I turned it off? No, it's on. Streaming on YouTube. Hold on a second. Still not working. Oh, for some reason, the Steam Deck is not, not Steam Deck, the Stream Deck is not working. I just updated it and it's not working, but I can switch from here. I think it's just this very, God, what the hell? I don't know. Well, I'll just do it manually from here. Hopefully, it's gonna be a little bit annoying because of the whole thing with the volume control, but whatever. So the way I was thinking of doing this whole thing was to basically showcase the Serum sounds, the presets and stuff, and then sort of try and build a little demo song that I will use for the promotion video that's gonna bother you guys for the rest of your life every time you go on Instagram. So you're gonna have like a little ads or something. And what I was thinking about was to create that little demo song during this live stream. I'll still see, because it's very, very hard to do those little songs, even if they're like 15 seconds long. That's usually what they are. They're 15 seconds long. But they have to sound like a basically basically a commercial song that's being released, and so you need to be like very specific, very quick. You need to showcase as many presets as possible. So it's usually very hard to make those things. But I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna do a little test. I'm gonna play some of the sounds that we have in the pack, mostly just the ones from the little demos that you see on the website. And by the way, see if at least that works. Nothing works. Oh my god, why is it nothing working? Let me try and quit the stream that and restarted it. Maybe it's freaking out. Feels like it could be working. It's not. Oh yeah. Okay, now it's working. At least it's dropping the thing. It's not changing the camera though, and I don't understand why. Probably something got messed up with the settings. No big deal. Okay. Let me just play one of the sounds just to make sure that you guys can hear everything. So please let me know if you hear the audio from Ableton. Sorry about that. I had all the things unmuted. Okay, now at least the voice control, the mic control is working. And okay, now it's working. Okay, everything is working now. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so please let me know if you can hear. All right, did you guys hear everything? Also, it's being a little painful because I'm also recording, and I'm also, let me go back to performance mode. Someone said it's distorting. It was probably because you guys could because I played the entire demo stuff all at the same time, so it was probably distorting because of that. Cool. So let me go through the presets really quickly. We got pad boss mode. This one's pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty good in my opinion, but so the cool thing about this preset in particular is that it has that sparkly thingy, and if I turn off, right, it's really cool. And yeah, one of the things that I really you know, stress. One of the things that I'm really picky about when I make presets for standalone music is that I want you guys to have like as much control as possible on like everything that might be a little annoying and a little like quote unquote hard to figure out what it is. Like for example, if you're playing this pad and yes, the little sparkly thingy, it's cool, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work on whatever you're producing. But you really like the sound, so you are gonna have to figure out where is the sparkly thing coming from. It could be oscillator B, it could be oscillator A, it could be the sub. I mean, you're probably never gonna think about the sub because it's a very sparkly thing, and you're not gonna really think about a sparkly thing being a sub. A sub is a sub normally, but in this case, for example, I used it as a sparkly thing. So I put the octave really way up, and I made it sparkle with some like LFOs and stuff like that. So let's say you want to really quickly take that away because it doesn't fit in your song or whatever. I have the macro here, which is called sparkles. And if I take it all the way down, there you go, it's gone. If I bring it up, sparkles back. If I want the sparkles louder, I can, you know, push it all the way up. So that's one thing I really care about when I make the presets. And that's one thing that is like usually very overlooked with presets because I know how producers work and they almost never look at macros. But I always stress like all my friends and stuff to like try the macros with my presets because they do a lot of really cool and useful things. For example, we have the tuner. It's all the way up now, but if we take it down, it's making the sound a little bit less detuned. So, yeah. Moving on to the next sound. I really don't remember what all these sounds are. I remember what this one is. This is very future rave. By the way, I'm gonna say future house so many times while I'm referring to actually future rave. But throughout the night, it's night here obviously. But throughout the live stream, I'm gonna say future house so many times, while in reality, I mean future rave. So just keep that in mind. And feel free to correct me in the chat. All right, cool. So get ready for this one. This one's loud, so let me turn it down a little bit. Also, let me get rid of the sidechain. This is full on future rave. And here we have the Serum preset. Once again, let me. Nice reverb, nice everything. I really like this one. This is so hard. The cool thing about this preset is that it has the flanger washout thing that it's like very common in future rave. So with this macro over here, if you play, So that's pretty cool as well. You got the spike. Spike is something that it's very it's like a standalone music brand by now, and the way that Spike works is basically it's an envelope that works that acts on the volume of the preset, and it basically creates a small compression. It sort of emulates a very short compression, and it gives a very snappy attack. The cool thing is that compression, obviously messes with the entire shape of the sound and with the release and stuff. Well, this one only messes with the attack because it's done internally. So it sounds really good. Now, when stuff is too distorted or too compressed and stuff, you don't really hear the spike. But let me see if you can hear it. I'm gonna mute myself because you can hear it better. But you will hear the transient of the sound. It's a little different when the spike knob is all the way down. Let's try. It's very, very subtle. Let me make it a little bit more obvious for you guys. Yeah, it's probably the OTT kind of kills it, but I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you on a different preset. JP8080 sounds better. No, it doesn't. I have a JP, and trust me, it doesn't. For trance, yes. For Future Rave, it doesn't sound that much better, in my opinion. All right. All right, this one is cool as well. This one sort of inspired to my track Zao, the one I have on Anjuna, and the demo song is actually the same melody. So this is how it sounds. Let me set the loop right. So, yeah, the cool thing about this one is the weird attack. I can do Future Rave with my virus and Roland JP. Whoa, congratulations, you're cool. You have a virus and a Roland JP 8000. A lot of people don't have that, so they're stuck with Serum. And well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have both. I have a virus and JP 8000, or 8080, whatever it is. Now I actually have the 8000, which is the keyboard version. They sound good, but they don't have OTT inside right out of the box. So you need a lot of stuff. Nah, the virus doesn't really need a lot of stuff, but the JP definitely needs a lot of post-production. So, anyway. Yeah, the virus is the freaking best. The virus is amazing. Also, the virus doesn't work on the Mac anymore. I mean, it does, but that's a pain in the ass to make it work. Anyway, back to the preset. The cool thing about this preset is the bendy attack, in my opinion. It goes like meow, meow, and once again, same concept with this preset, with all my other preset. If there's something that might be very annoying with how can I say, might be very annoying with the sound, the bendy thing on the attack is really cool, but maybe on your track it doesn't work, you prefer a very straight attack, even in this case, you don't have to figure out where the bend and stuff comes from. You don't have to figure out what routing and what modulation I used. You just turn down the bendy attack. And now it sounds straight, right? And if I turn the bendy attack back up, because like, wow. There you go. We also have, well, we have control over the delay and the reverb, because I'll be honest, I love Serum, but I really don't love it's the delay's okay, but I really don't like the Serum reverb. So as like most of the times I have room control on the preset right on you know, on the first page of Serum, so you don't have to go to effects and mess around with it. But yeah, you can turn it off, or you can turn it back up. You can detune or detune the sound. This I wouldn't say that this is like one of those like super future rave you know, drop sounds, but it's kind of cool on breakdowns and stuff like that. Who does the mixing and mastering of the track? And if not you, then how much it costs for other professionals to mix and master? I do everything myself. I do the mixing, mastering, sound design, everything you can think of, I do it. The only thing I never do, well, I've done it once, that I don't sing and I don't write, because I suck at that. The only thing I've done ever was Rave Machine. That's the only song that I wrote and sang on. Next preset, Hemisphere. This one is that techie, future rave-ish type of sound. Yeah, this is very typical kind of Morton stuff. What's going on this preset? Let's check it out. By the way, guys, this is the pack if you guys want to check it out. Yeah, this is the preset. What does it do? Let's turn off. It's very short. You can change the attack. You can make it snappier. You can detune it. High pass filter. And once again, you can control the reverb. Move on to the next one, Lifesaver. Oh, I just nicked the mic. Sorry, guys. This is another one of those like typical future rave sounds, very detuned, very distorted. What's fun in this one? Let's see. Well, we have spike again. We have OTT that changes the amount of OTT that you can that you have on your preset. It gets a little bit more screamy. And we have phaser, changes sort of like the frequencies and harmonics of the preset. So when it's all the way up, it's a little bit more like nasally, which is one of the character of future rave sounds to me, is that they all have like some phasery stuff going on or some like weird EQing. Then you have mid boost. You can boost the mids a little bit. Obviously here I used also a little EQ to make it sound more like I want it, because I was like I didn't have any more I didn't have EQs anymore on Serum to use, so I had to use an external one. But that's as much post-processing as I'll do in my demo songs. What's this one? This one is called Mary. Kind of a like slow attack on the filter that you can change. One more thing, when I make my presets, I always try to be as consistent as possible with the macros as well. And you can really see my OCDs on stuff. But basically, everything that has to do with attack or shape of the sound or initial transient of the sound is usually at the top. So stuff like punch, spike, attack, all that kind of stuff is usually the first macro. If you look at all my presets, that's how they are always done. And that's, once again, it's, for me, is very important that whoever uses my preset knows exactly like where to go every time he gets a new preset and a new preset pack. So no matter how many presets you got from me, you always know that if you're looking for something that you want to change with the macros, everything is it's pretty much always consistent. Like attack stuff is always at the top, room stuff is always at the bottom. Then, phaser, drive, OTT is either the second or the third one. Most of the time is the third one. Second one always has to do with like the shape of the sound or harmonics of the sound. So this is something, I always do with my presets as well. By the way, you see here, they all named the same. The only reason is I just duplicated the thing and then changed the preset, so don't mind that. What is this one? Okay, this is very analog sounding. This sounds has a very particular thing going on. And it's basically that lower notes play the sub while higher notes don't play the sub. It creates a better contrast, when you're playing different octaves. So if you see here, if I mute these two oscillator, the sub is playing, but if I play a higher note, I don't know. I like the idea of like having a very rich sound when you're playing lower notes, and then having a little bit like thinner, not really thinner sound, but a different sound when you're playing a higher note. So I feel like it's more organic and more contrasty. Otherwise, so this is what creates that thing. Otherwise, it would sound like this, bypass all destination. So you know, cool, but kind of boring. So yeah, I liked it. I like that kind of thing sometimes. What is this? This one I think is one of those, no, gatekeeper. Oh yeah, this is another lead. So this one is the melody that I actually think will be the start of the demo song. Will the live stream be saved? Yes, I will, and I'm also recording it so that I can upload it in 1080. So we'll see. I didn't see many people complaining about the 720p for the other live stream, so I might just keep it as is, but we'll see about that. Okay, cool thing about this preset. Let's go back. Is that it's a gated preset, so basically it's gating the whole thing for you. Now, once again, let's say you like the sound, but you don't want to have the sound gated. You just want the sound like straight without a gate. You can turn it off with this one. Or let's say you like the gate, but you want it to be, you know, you want the gate space to be a little longer. You can take it up. Or you can make it shorter. Once again, there's phaser, there's room control. So what is it, 63? I'm just not going to mess with it because otherwise it's going to sound a little different than demo, but whatever. So once again, different harmonics. Really like this preset as well. It's very punchy. Tonight, this one, yeah, this one is very good for ARPs. We put a kick over it. Really cool. I really like this one. What's cool about this one? We need to turn off kickstart. This is a lot of things going on. You might be able to actually hear. Oh, this is punch though. Punch and spike are different. Punch in my preset, whenever there's punch in the macros, I'm referring to a modulation that sort of affect the pitch. In this case, they're pretty subtle. Here you can add oscillator 2, which is more detune. Are you coming to 80? Man, did it switch to full cam? Yeah. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I am extremely bitter that I haven't been invited to play to any party. I'm next level bitter. You know me. I really say things when I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, well, I don't know if I should come. No, I'm pissed that nobody called me to play at any party. And yeah, I'm not freaking best DJ ever or best producer ever, but I would say I've done quite a few good things in the past couple of years to deserve at least 1 gig at ADE that I can play for free. Uh, so yeah, I'll be honest, I'm bitter as hell. Not to say other words, because otherwise YouTube's not gonna like the stream. Um, so that's reason number one. I don't really want to go and spend money on something where I'm not really doing anything. Uh, Reason number two, which might actually be more important than reason number one, to be honest. Uh, might be that's sorry. I was reading the comments. I got lost. Reason number two is that I don't have any friends up there. Like really good friends to hang out with. Usually, I always go with Lewis. Luis Torres from Zequin Torres. We're really, really good friends, and every time we are ADE, every time we are at ADE, we do like our stupid stories and stupid stuff, and that's what ADE is for me, is to go to the Musical Freedom Studios with Lewis, make music, and then every now and then get out of the studio, walk around Amsterdam, go to some parties, eat some like Dutch food, and that's ADE for me. ADE for me is that it's not really going around town, meet labels, meet whatever. For me is go with Lewis, make music, have fun, and then eventually get out of the studio and meet people. Lewis is not coming this year. Hasn't come last year either, but last year I was playing at a Musical Freedom party, so I went. So yeah, I don't know. I'm reading all those like on at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. It's bittersweet for me to go to AD. I might still go if my girlfriend wants to come. I'm definitely gonna go. If I have to go alone, it's gonna be like, okay, what am I gonna do alone in Amsterdam? Just gonna drop a bunch, like waste a bunch of money for what? So I'll see. I'll see. I definitely have that like FOMO vibe about AD. I'm like, I should really go, but at the same time, I'm like I said, I'm pissed. So I don't know. I'll see. I know 20 people who would love to meet you already. It's fine. Like I'm not saying I don't want to meet people, and I'm not saying like I'm too cool to meet people. I'm just saying how long is gonna take to meet people. Like even I last year, sorry, the year before the pandemic, I'm pretty sure it was like 2019 that I went to AD last time. I mean, I was there last year, but I think I was for like 2 hours, maybe even more. It was like it wasn't that many people. It was like I don't know, maybe 10, 12 people, and we stayed together for like 12 hours. 12 hours, 2 hours. We walked around. Let me go back to camera. We walked around. We talked. We had like a little lunch, and that was awesome. But it's gonna be 2 hours of your time, even if it's like 5 hours with fans, and make a little like. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that because you need a place to stay. But even if you stay, like, hang out with 5 hours with your fans, I'm there for like 4 or 5 days. I do like meeting for 5 hours, and then what do I do for the rest of the day, for the next 5 days? That's like that's what's sort of like worrying me. Um, so I'll see. I'll see. I really want to go, but at the same time, I don't want to go, but I want to go. We'll see what side of me wins. If the FOMO side of me wins, or if the screw everybody side of me wins. But yeah, all I know is that I'm not gonna book that ticket before like And like I'm gonna book that ticket. If I do book that ticket, it's gonna be like 2 days before, maybe even like the day before. I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna go to ADE and it's gonna book everything. There's always something to do in Amsterdam. Yeah, there is. If you're a normal person, if you're like me, who I'm like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to like strip clubs and stuff. Yeah, I don't do drugs. For me, Amsterdam is not as fun as it would be for other people. So that's the thing. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go back to our preset, guys. I'm too hyped for it. Well, maybe. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. All right, let's go back to the presets. To hear this one, I'm pretty. Yeah, you're gonna need some headphones to hear this one, or a sub. Let's play it. This is one hell of a subby sub. It's really cool because it has a little bit, a little pitch bend. Oh, so someone was asking if can I use the bass preset from this pack on other genres as well. Yeah, I mean, of course, you can, you could buy a tech house pack, right? And sort of like use it for the for to make future rave or whatever you want. To be honest, obviously these sounds are sort of more focused to be future rave, but nobody like forbids you from using this presets for other genres, especially the subs. I think the subs are really good and they just basically work everywhere. You might have to clean it up a little bit, this one especially, because this one has the pitch. If you're doing other genres, you might not want the pitch. You might want it a little bit cleaner. But yeah, overall, I would say they work pretty much everywhere, especially the basses, some leads as well. It depends what you're doing, but I can see some of the leads being used in like tech house as well. 6 sub, thanks. Never been in Amsterdam, but most DJ live there. Hopefully you'll get there for a visit. I mean, it's definitely a pretty city. There's like no denying in that. It's really pretty. There's some good spot for like food and stuff, and yeah, during ADE there's definitely something to do all day, every day, especially every night. There's like a ton of parties and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good place. Now the phone is like crying. All right. Next preset. What is this? Super Mad. It's called Super Medusa here, but it's Super Mad in the preset. In the preset pack. Yeah, I love this one. So if you put it with the kick, it sounds so dope. So dope. I think if I make the notes even shorter, that would like sound even better. Why don't you want to hang out with some musical freedom producer you could get with backstage easy? Blah, blah, blah. I don't think that there's a musical freedom party this year. That's another thing that sucks. as far as I know, I haven't seen Musical Freedom posting about it. They haven't told me anything. I mean, uh, something has changed at Musical Freedom, so I don't have the same guy I talked to. Before I knew pretty much everything that was going on in Musical Freedom. Now they changed the guy. Uh, Merc from Merc and Kramen just messaged me out of nowhere. Sorry. Sorry, I'm name dropping now. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I don't think Musical Freedom is doing anything, which again is a shame. In 2019, guys, we had this like writing camp, and it was so awesome. Like I was doing the IGTV stories thing. I don't know if you were like following me back then, but I used to do this like daily vlogs of the Musical Freedom writing camp, and it was like honestly like some of the greatest times of my life. I still like those videos are still on my Instagram if you go check them out. Um, so so yeah, it was too awesome. But yeah, nothing is happening this year. I don't know. It's so sad. You haven't done a low cut on this bass, so want to clash with the sub? Well, there's no sub right now. Because this is just a preset. If I'm showing presets, I cannot layer them because otherwise it would trick you into think that it has bass while it doesn't. So yeah. Do you see Jonas Aden came back? Yeah, I was like, that was surprising. I have no idea what does he have in store for us. I don't know. Seeing the way that he presented the comeback, I doubt he's back to like quote unquote EDM, future house, or dance music. I'd imagine he's gonna do something more like Porter Robinson ish. That's like my idea. Maybe he's like gonna go full on future rave. But like for the way he presented everything, it's kind of looked to me like he's gonna do something more like eclectic and musical. And but yeah, I'm excited to hear what he's gonna do. He has a freaking huge community. Yeah, his community is incredible. He was really good. He was really good on YouTube and with social media. So I'm glad he's back. I'm glad and especially I'm glad he's feeling all right. Yeah, that's the other thing. He said he's gonna be singing on this song, so that sort of made me think that it could be something, more a little bit more in depth than just dance music. But who knows? Let's wait and see. All right, next preset. You sort of need headphones for this one as well. Even this one is kind of fun. It's very subby, but it also has some like nice overtones to it. Let me go down octave. So the bass pitches, it goes like whoa, wow, wow. Once again, you can turn it off if you want. You can turn off the harmonics if you want. This chorus, and I know chorus is weird on basses, but trust me, it works. You can mono everything below certain things. But the chorus really works in there. And then there's dirt that I don't really know what it does. Don't remember. So let's try and figure it out. Yeah, it adds a reverb filter, so it just makes it a little bit like. Oh, what's going on in the chat? Any tips on musical freedom? Yeah, well, I don't really. I was talking to another like producer yesterday. It was like, why is Musical Freedom not signing my stuff? Like, are they hating me? And I'm like, no, 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 don't worry, bro. It's like it. It really depends. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to suggest right now. And if I have to be completely honest, I am looking into other labels at the moment. Musical Freedom is still one of the best and one of my favorite labels, that's for sure. But I'll be completely honest, I'm so into Repopulate Mars nowadays that it's like it's ridiculous. Like that's my goal. Like right now, what I want to do is release Repopulate Mars. But I don't really know. Um, well, sorry. Now, now Jonah from above and beyond is writing me. Tonight is filled with like producers. They know I don't really talk to producers like that much. I don't know why they're all messaging me tonight. Um, Shout out to Jonah from above and beyond. He's probably nice. All right, sorry, he just said something really cool. Shout out Jonah. He's probably not gonna watch this live stream ever, but shout out to Jonah, and congrats for what you just told me. Um, cool. Anyway, so yeah, Repopulate Mars for me is like it's the best label. I'm so stoked every time like I hear something from Repopulate Mars. It's like I don't know. It's like I wouldn't say is like the craziest best music that has ever been produced. Like the tracks are like yeah, production wise they're not crazy, but they just feel so good. And every time like they put out something, like most of the times, not every time, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. So yeah, I don't know. Musical freedom is great. There are a lot of new labels that are popping up that are doing very very well. So don't be stuck to like those same labels. There's really there are really good labels out there that are not necessarily under spinning, but obviously spinning is the best, at least for like your resume. If you release on spinning, it's like, oh yeah, okay, that guy releases on spinning. He knows what he's doing. But right now, I really want to release on Repopulate Mars. Moving on to the next preset, Performant. I don't know what this one is. Oh yeah. Dope. This one's dope. Any demo feedback stream anytime soon? Yeah, this needs to go full cam. Yes, I am. I am planning it, and I have this amazing idea. And let me tell you of my amazing idea with the feedback demo feedback live stream. And I actually want to have. I don't know if you were here the last live stream that I did, but I had my girlfriend coming over. She just said hi. She's very shy. She doesn't speak English. So yeah, that I thought it was really funny to have a demo feedback where she listens to the song and gives feedback. Obviously, I know you guys care about what I think and not what my girlfriends think. Okay, I'd imagine you probably rather have my feedback than my girlfriend's feedback, but I thought it was a cool idea because you get two completely point of views. Because obviously my girlfriend doesn't know anything about production, right? So my girlfriend's not gonna tell you, oh, I think the kick it's too quiet or it doesn't have enough 100 hertz. My girlfriend's gonna be like, I like this. I don't like this. This makes me want to dance. This doesn't make me want to dance. This is boring. This is cool. So I think it's a really cool way to give feedback so that you get the average listener opinion and then you get the producer, skilled producer, whatever, professional producer, whatever you want to call me, or professional idiot, feedback. And you sort of like, it might be good to sort of, it might be a good way to understand where your song sort of sits. And yeah, I'm excited to do that. And then I talked to her about it the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, I can do that." So it's gonna be funny, especially because she doesn't speak English. So I don't know. I kind of want to do it and see how it turns out. But yeah, so let me know if you like the idea, because I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do that soon. I just have to, obviously, I had to finish the presets. And now I have another preset pack to do, not for standalone music, but for other things. I have music to do and all that stuff. So it's hard for me to plan those things, but yeah, I definitely want to do it. It's definitely going to be soon. And there's going to be my girlfriend as a special guest, and Zelda, who's like sleeping there right now. Let's try the next preset. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do this song tonight because it's already late. Someone asked, do you plan on making future rave? Not really, but as I was making these presets, I ended up doing a song that sounds pretty cool, and so I might, turn it into a song. That's the cool thing about making presets, that sometimes you're like playing the presets and stuff like that, and a melody comes up, and then you build an entire song on it, over it. So yeah, I'm not planning on making future rave, but I do have like a couple future rave ideas, so we'll see where that goes. Okay, this was a nothing. Art Master. Let's play this one. Oh, this is very trancy. It's crazy how much the preset change when there's a kick on top of it. It's like you really get. You're like, oh, if you play it just like that, you're like, okay, cool. But when you put a kick over it, you're like, okay, now I get it. This is very, very, very trancy. This is what I used to do back in the days. Oh, this is my favorite preset. This is my absolute favorite preset, I think, right? Yeah, it's Atmos. I could listen to this all day. Check it out. It's so good. Let me turn off the automation for a second, just like let it go. It's like, it sounds like one of those things when you're like, when you have guided meditation, it's like, close your eyes. Imagine you're in the middle of nowhere, and there's water and trees. It's like, it's so cool. Anyway, that's probably my favorite preset in the whole pack. Awesome, Pac-Man. I signed with Spinning this year, by the way. Nice. Congrats. Is it out? Where is it coming out? Is it out? When is it coming out? Tell us more. We want to know more. In the meantime, what is this one? Oh, this one is really cool. This one has some really cool stuff going on with the macros. Yeah, I love this one. Once again, let's try to put a kick start and a kick on top. Let's see how it sounds. So dope. It's out. The track name is Sickness. I won the biggest demo drop last year. Nice. Congrats, man. Really cool. Is that Atmos preset a chord preset? As in one note play? No. It's a chord. Like I'm playing notes. If let me play a single note. This is how it sounds. So you just have to play like random notes, I guess. I can't reach. Oh, there you go. It's so cool. Like, this might actually be the best pad sound I've ever made. Like, I could literally do the entire live. I don't know about you guys, but I could literally do the entire live stream like this, with this background sound. I wouldn't be again. Like, I wouldn't hate it. Would you? Let's see how long I can stay here like this. Let's see how longer people like stay until they leave. No, but honestly, this is such a good pad. I don't know. It's just like so rich and warm and like wide, and it has everything. I don't know. I don't even know how. Like, it's just simple saws at that. That's the thing. I don't get it. I mean, I did it, and I still don't get it. Now, what is it? Last one, Hands Up. Oh, yeah, this is very, very future rave, like offbeat type of sound. And I think it was, I forgot which melody it was. I'm gonna try and, I made it for like one of the melodies up here, but I don't know exactly which one, so some stuff is probably gonna sound terrible. It might be this one though, looking at the bass notes. Let's try. Nope. About this one? Nope. What about this one? Nope. What about this one? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. My Logic is like, sorry, my Ableton is like struggling because I'm doing like a bunch of stuff, mostly recording, and there's like 45 million serums open. So yeah, I kind of want to like, uh, let's go back for a second. Let me just open a new project and play the preset, just surf through the presets, because I'm pretty sure Ableton is not gonna let me make a demo song while I'm streaming and using like literally 35 serums. It's gonna be like, no, bro, it ain't happening. So you're gonna be, I'll be back to Ableton in a second. I know I'm not the prettiest thing to see. All right, there you go. Oh, actually, wait a second. Future Rave. No, it's called Futura, the final one. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Let's also read what's going on. How do you go around with collabs? How do you reach out? How can I reach out to you if I want to send you something? Well, the best thing to do right now is to wait for that live stream that I'm gonna do. That's probably the best thing, because I never listen to. I'm like the worst person ever when it comes to listening to songs. So the only way for me to listen to songs and to give feedback is to do an event where I'm forced to do that. So yeah, the best thing for you to do is to wait till I do that live stream where I listen to songs, and if it's something that I'm interested, I'll be like, "Yo, bro, let's call up on this." Funny story though about listening to songs. I don't know if I told this story the last live stream that I did, but I don't think so. So I have this friend who has like a little agency, and he does like media for producers and stuff like that, like covers and all like promo assets and stuff like that. He's like one of my best friends from when we were young. And yeah, he hit me up and he was like, can I get a feedback from a song, because this artist of mine made this song and I think it's really cool, but labels don't want it and we don't get why. And I was like, okay, well, send it to me and I'll listen to it while I'm driving. Obviously, it's my friend, so I do an exception for friends, right? And so he sends me this song. It wasn't his song, right? It was some artist that he works with, and he sends me this song, and the song is like decent at best, right? It was like the genre wasn't really anything specific. The vocal and the top line, the lyrics were like very average, and it wasn't a song. It wasn't a great song. I mean, I don't feel like saying it wasn't a good song. It just wasn't a great song, right? And so I said to my friend. Obviously, I said this to my friend, not knowing that he would have forwarded my voice message to the guy, right? I just talked to my friend because he's a friend of mine, so obviously I can be a little bit more like mean on. I wasn't really mean at all, but anyway, I was like, well, the song that's not really awesome, is very well produced, but the vocal is like very average, and the song just sounds like one of those like life hack videos that you see on Instagram and TikTok, like those like songs that you can buy off of like websites and you use in your videos. And it sounded like that, and I was like, it kind of sounds like one of those songs. And guys, I shit you not, like 3 hours after or something, I opened my Instagram, and in the DM there's this guy who's like, he wrote me like this much. He's like, how dare you judging me and my music? I've been around for longer than you are, you stupid kid. Which, by the way, I'm probably way older than the guy. But anyway, he's like, you stupid kid, just because you had a couple of cool track with Tiesto, you think you can shit on my music, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whoa. Like, that's one reason why I don't like to do feedback, and like, because people take it personal. Like, some people are not ready to hear that their music is not good. And I'm not saying that their music sucks, because I would never say to anybody your music sucks or your music is shit, right? I would never do that, because I respect this job so much that even if something is like absolutely horrible, I know how much passion and effort people put into it. And I would never shit on people, even if, even if they deserve it. I would never do that. But there are people who cannot take a negative feedback for like, and that's bad. And I learned this is like, it was probably the worst reaction that I've ever seen. And the guy like commented on my post as well. He sent me the message, right? And I didn't answer to him. And so he saw that I didn't message him back, or he was expecting me to like do something, which I didn't. And so he went to one of my posts on my Instagram profile and wrote the exact same message as a comment. And I actually liked it. So if you go on my Instagram, you'll find it. It's in Italian, but it's so funny. But I actually got so pissed, and I called my friend, and I was like, look, I am never going to give you feedback for any of your artists ever again, even if you're my friend. And also just make sure to tell this guy that if he's not ready to take a negative feedback, he's never going to make it in music. And that's one thing that is very true. If you're a producer, you need to be ready to get negative feedback. I get negative feedback like a lot of time. And there's been times where freaking Kashmir sent me song and I gave him negative feedback. And Kashmir gets negative feedback. Like, we're human, and art is never always great, right? That's one thing that as an artist you really need to understand. So and to be honest, like, whenever I send something to my friends, or especially my friends, I always tell them, be savage with the feedback. Like, don't hold back just because I'm your friend. I don't want to hear, oh my god, yeah, this is awesome, bro. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear like the pickiest thing that you don't like. If there's a freaking hi-hat that you hate at 30 seconds, I want to know that you hate that hi-hat at 30 seconds. And this is something that you should want as well. You should want your feedback to be the worst and most savage possible. Because that's how you grow. That's how you get better. And that's how you know you have something good. Because if you show me a song, right? And I tell you what you want to hear, and I tell you it's great, man, it's great. It's the greatest freaking song I've ever heard. And then you send it to a label, and the label is not even replying to you. Then you're like, oh, it's not my fault. It's the label's fault. But it's not. It's, if your song sucks and nobody tells you, it's your fault. But you don't really know it. I mean, if you're objective, you should know it. But you sort of build this like thing in your mind, and then the label become the bad guy. So you need to get used to bad feedback. That's very important, guys. But yeah, that was so weird. That was like I was so pissed when I got that message. Like, I came back home. I had a great day with my best friend, which was another guy. I had the best day with my best friend. I haven't seen him in like a month or something. great day. And I come home, and as I'm like walking inside the house, I read this message. I got so pissed. And I came back, and my girlfriend's looking at me. She's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, this freaking guy has blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I'm going to reply to him. And like, no, nobody replies to him. But yeah, that was weird. And it's funny because I got mad because I got sort of a negative feedback from him. But the reason why I got mad was because I was trying to help him, you know? So, yeah. Just so you know, when we are doing the demo drop feedback live stream thing, I'm not going to hold back. If your song sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. Obviously, I'm going to be sort of like nice about it and polite, but you'll be able to see my face. My face cannot lie, especially because I don't want it to lie. So if my face is telling you that this thing is not good, that thing is not good. I'm not just gonna say, hey, great, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's go back to presets. All right, we got that. I'm just gonna surf through all the presets now. Oh, I love this one. Airy bass. I think I played it before, right? This is the first one. Super, super subby. When's the demo drop feedback episode coming? I don't know. Again, you probably weren't here before. I'm still trying to figure it out. Might be a few more weeks. So what I want to do is, I think I'm missing a few songs that I haven't shown on live streams on Twitch or YouTube videos and stuff like that, which are Air Force One, Rave Machine, even if it's old, I haven't shown that one, and Nel Blu di Pinta di Blu, Volare, whatever. Those three songs, I haven't shown how I made them and stuff like that, so I think those are probably, very interesting videos for you guys. I know you love the track breakdown. I'm probably gonna do those first, and then after we're done, I'm gonna do the feedback thing, or maybe I'll show one song, then the week after I'll do feedback, and then I'll show the other songs. We'll see. I'm just like very busy with like work and stuff, and like I said, I'm probably not going to go to ADE, but if I'm going to ADE, obviously I'm going to have to take that week off as well, and that's going to like delay all the stuff that I have to do, but we'll see. I want to do it really soon, so. I showed this one before, even this one. This one is so good for arpeggiated bass. Even this one for like future rave with like very subby basses. This is so cool. Oh, tom basses is my favorites. The what you can control on this presets, actually, there's a lot of stuff that you can control. There's a punch, meet, bend, and OTT. So the punch is going to be like a very top of the attack. And there's meet. Right? You can really shape this thing. Since I can't make Future Rave, I can't wait for this pack to be out. When is it coming out? You want to know when it's coming out? It's out now. check the chat. It should pop up in a second if it's working. It's not working. Why is not working again? The pack is out now. For some reason, my Stream Deck is acting up like crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. But it's out now. Let me see if I can. Oh, there you go. You can check out this link that I just posted, and you can get the pack now. So, yeah, I love how like customizable this tom bass is. You can also change the bending if you don't like, if it's too much, if it's not enough. Like this is more like bow, bow, and this is more like straight. You see boom, boom, boom. And here's like boom, boom. Do you produce songs daily? That's definitely not a noob question. No, I don't. I am very... I have a horrible ADHD. I get distracted very easily. I get bored very easily. So, you know, it depends. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, today I feel inspired, and I'll work on a song, and then for like maybe weeks, sometimes even months, I'm not gonna produce anything, and I'll do like presets instead. And then as I am making presets, you know, sometimes I'm making a preset and I'm testing the preset, and I come up with a melody, and I'll be like, okay, this is really cool. So I'll be like, oh, let me try and put a 4x4 kick on top of it, and then drums, and then let me try and see how it works on a 32 bars, and let me see if I can do a breakdown, and then I make a song, you know? So I rarely sit on this chair with the intention to make music and come up with something new. I rarely do it nowadays, because every time I do it, I get super pissed, and I never come up with anything. So yeah, I stopped doing that, because otherwise I get very pissed, and I'm like, oh, I'm a shit producer. I'm never gonna accomplish anything in my life, and I want to cry and like, you know, go to bed like under the cover and cry. So yeah, I don't do it. I don't force it. I don't do it every day. Obviously, if I'm finishing a song and I need to, you know, deliver it to the label because I have a deadline, at that point, I'll be on the song like 24 hours a day for like until it's done. But as of like creating new tracks every time, I don't do that daily. Then again, if I come up with something cool, I'll work on it every day until I get like bored of it. All right, let's go to the next preset. Oh, this one is like very subby. So I hope you have headphones. Love this one. Doom. This like almost psy-trancey. I really like this like filter leak thing. So if you notice, the filter here is leaving some, like, it's starting from here. What's happening is that basically the filter is leaking a little bit, and you can turn it off if you want it like the more conventional way, like this. There's no leak, there's no like on top. Well, here there's that sparkle on top. Which I think sounds really good. in the mix. That little sparkle up there, it sounds really, really good. No, it might, I'm not sure it's crackling. I can turn it down. Oh, someone's saying that Ableton is low. Someone's saying that it's crackling. The crackling that you hear, though, might be that leak that I'm talking about. But it's there on purpose. If you don't want that crackle, like I said before, the sound is crackling. But is my voice crackling? Or that's fine? Because I'm not clipping anywhere here. Oh, you know what it is? It might be that you're also hearing the mic. You might be hearing the mic picking up the bass sound. Let me try and mute it for a second. Let's see. I don't know, because it's not, nothing is clipping, so I don't know why it's crackling. The stream sound is cracking. I don't know. Is this bass cracking as well? Let me know if this preset is cracking as well. Maybe there's like, there was something with the other preset. I don't know. But it's a fresh new project, so there's nothing on it. But really? That's really weird. Let me reset it to 128. Actually, let's do 256. Is it any better now? Yeah, I don't know what to do for the stream though, because it's still happening. I don't know. Let me try and stopping the recording of the thing. What if I wouldn't imagine to be Ableton. Let me see. It's weird that my voice is fine. That's what I don't get. All right, let's switch to this and let me restart Ableton, like you guys said. Oh, there's an error. Wait, an error occurred which caused Streamlabs desktop to close. Oh, there's been an error. So it might be it. So let me try and I might need to restart the stream. Let me try. So I'm gonna hit yes. now, and it might restart the stream. So please stay here, and I should be back in a second. All right, let's try.